Y'all, I am in my car today talking about this movie Soul. When I say this movie touched my soul, this movie really touched my soul. Oh my goodness. I mean, the whole movie, the way everything was depicted, every scenario, it's like every day of our lives, we all are living testimonies to say we all feel like we have a divine purpose. We all feel like there is a reason why we was here. There's a spark. There's something that I have within me that she doesn't have, that he doesn't have, and that my twin, if I have a twin, doesn't have. Like my brothers and sisters don't have. There's something still within me that I can bring differently to the world than other people can, because we are our own uniqueness. You know, in this movie, it showed it showed like regardless of whatever your purpose is, you have to be happy within. It's so many times that we go on our day to day without even without even recognizing the trees that was here and the plants and all these living organisms that we have. We are all flowers. You know, you look at that tree. You know how long it took that tree to get to the heights and the width that it is? It had to be planted. It had to grow. It needed all the nourishments to even expand. It needed to become wise. The tree have leaves. Everything is seasonal. Like it opened my eyes in so much of totality. Like it's like everything is seasonal. Like there's a season where trees are bare, and there's a season where it hits spring and leaves are starting to sprout, and in the summer they're at their heights, and in the fall they all fall off to then gain more information to get you ready for the next season. Everything is seasonal. Even the things that we go through in our lives is seasonal. There's a season to weep and there's a season to be joyous. And I feel like we get so hung up on, oh, what is my purpose? Why am I here? What do I have to do? What do I have to change that's about this world? First, you got to seek wisdom within. You have to, everything is within you. You just have to take that time out to learn who you truly are. There are so many learned behavioral patterns that we have to unlearn. There are so many trauma bonds that we have set with different people, and it's so hard to break it because it became a soul tie. There are so many traumatic things that we've experienced in our childhood that makes things so repetitive. Like even in the movie, it showed how his mom will replay in his mind, like, oh, he's not nothing. He hasn't gotten to where he needed to be. Oh, his life is not getting to where she would like it to be, but he always wanted to do music. And we also go through that in life where our parents be like, I want you to be a doctor. Our whole household is full of doctors, but you don't want to be a doctor. You you wanted to be um, a therapist or something like that. You notice that you are more so, you have more counseling ways. Sorry, all these coming up on my phone, but you have the power to assist people with what they're going through in their lives, and that's not something that you really want to do. You feel like you have more. You feel like you more lenient towards therapy than to be a doctor, and or you want to be an actress. Sometimes a person does not see what you truly have within you because they are not you. Only you are you. We are here in this world for a certain amount of time, and we have to live our life to the fullest degree. I'm not saying go out here and be crazy and do crazy things. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying be happy. If a relationship does not make you happy, and the relationship hasn't hasn't matured, then sometimes it's time to step away from that relationship. Now, if you're married, it's different. But if you're consistently, if you're in a place to where you feel like you're in turmoil, okay, you're not happy. You gotta do what makes you happy. I'm not saying to step out. I'm not saying to step away from it right now, but do whatever makes you happy. Sometimes you gotta take that step out on faith. Sometimes you gotta close doors to open doors. You know, like that's how deep this movie was for me. That's how deep this movie is for a lot of people. Like, we get so hung up on what is my purpose? What was I sent here to do? First, before you even get there, you have to you have to learn from within. You have to break all those generational cycles. You have to stop all of the things that you're doing. You have to heal within. You got to know who you are, and then happiness will come to you. I'm not saying don't go to your don't do what you want to do right now because you got to heal. I'm saying that sometimes in your purpose or in your I'm going to say sometimes in the midst of you finding out the reasoning for you being selected to be here on earth, sometimes you actually go through to go through, you know? So sometimes if you're going up for ministry, sometimes in the process of you going into ministry, you are actually learning a lot of stuff about yourself and fixing your and healing yourself in the process of you going into your purpose, in the process of you going into what you are here for. And it's not, of course, everybody got a different spark. Some people can sing, some people can write, some people are artistry. But at the end of the day, we all are here because we were meant to be here. It's a reason why you're here. It's a reason why you were chosen to be here. You have to fulfill whatever you have to fulfill. And sometimes that fulfillment is to be happy. Sometimes that fulfillment is to help others in the world. Sometimes that fulfillment is to be there when your mother needed you. Sometimes your fulfillment is to bring souls to God. Sometimes, or Yah, whatever name that you give him. Sometimes your reason is for that. You know, I mean, this movie was so deep. It touched my soul. It's like I'm gonna watch it 3 more times. That's how deep it was for me. You know, and then even the part, what really hit me was the part when 22 went into his body and how 22 looked at his life in a whole different way than how he looked at his life. We sit and we complain about where we are in life. There's people that is not where you are in life. There's people that will love to wear the clothes you wear. There's people that will love to have the mindset that you have. There's people that will love to have the house that you have. We have to be grateful for what we have. We have to see. We have to see how our lives are. How our lives are. Like, look at this. Look at this world. It is actually really beautiful. It's that sometimes we make it worse than what it is. We can have heaven on earth, but it's all about seeing things in a different way. I'm talking about, it got me to the point to where I'm like, let me tell everybody I love them. Let me just be happy where I'm at in life, regardless of what what's going on, regardless of what can change. Be happy where you at, because you can be somewhere else. You're not where you used to be. So be happy where you are today. Like 22 was walking around like, oh my goodness, look at this world, look at this life. All this time I felt like I didn't want to come on earth because I didn't feel like it was a meaning for me to come on earth. It was a reason for me to to be here and to do anything. He was happy just to lay on the ground and feel the air, the wind coming up on him He was happy to see a leaf fall off the tree and just swirl and come down to see it. Like, wow. There's so many living organisms. There's so many things that we take for granted. This whole life, we'll take it for granted. We go out here and do foolish things. We go out here and make foolish decisions in the process of finding. But sometimes those foolish decisions do get you to where it shaped your character for you not to make those certain decisions no more. All this is right here. All this is right here is a process, a learning experience. You don't know if you've been here before. You don't know if you done been here 3 or 4 times and you repeated the same thing, but you never got to where you needed to go because you stopped or you quit. Never quit. You see that he was still like, he died in there in the dream, but was in this vortex to where he was, you know, in this vortex to where he was still waiting to get to the great beyond. He like, I don't even want to go to the great beyond. I want to let me get back down to my body because there was things that I wasn't able to fulfill that I felt like I needed to bring onto this earth so I could fulfill it. Him doing music, you know how many people like how many of us listen to music when we're going through? That touches somebody's soul. It touches my soul. You know, me sitting in a chair to get my hair done, that touched my soul. It makes me feel beautified. You know, me getting my nails done. Everybody's, it's sparks. It's sparks. It's your uniqueness. It's what you have. It's what you have. What can you bring to this world? Everything that you can bring is within you. Even if you walked into work every day with a smile, you don't even understand what that next person was going through. And you came in and you brightened them up with your smile. You made them so happy. You made their day. Sometimes, you know, you would be out with people and they'd be like, oh my goodness, you are so beautiful. You'd be like, oh, thank you so much. Now the rest of your day has changed. Now the rest of your day has changed. Don't let little obstacles in your life interfere with you being happy, with you being joyous, with you finding your purpose. Everything on earth is a test to get you to your testimony. Everything gets you there. I mean, this movie touched my soul, and I know it will touch yours. Watch it one time. No, watch it 2 times. No, watch it several times. Watch it several times. Watch it several times. I mean, y'all, I am too happy. Like, I am so ecstatic. Like, I'm telling you, I'm going here and I'm gonna watch this movie again and again and again. This movie is definitely going, I see it. I know for sure this movie is going to get so many different awards. But the best award that it will ever get is touching your soul. That's the best award. That's the best award it got for me. We take all this stuff for granted. We take it all for granted. Y'all, let's be happy. Let's be joyous. If we all knew tomorrow wasn't promised, which we know tomorrow is not promised, that's how we should live. Let me ask you this. Also, being a parent, did you feel some type of way about that mother saying those things about their child, saying that things about her own child? And guess what? That child grew up and still was going and replaying that in his head, making a person feel like they are nothing. This right here is an opportunity for us mothers and fathers to talk to our children in different ways. We have to raise and build our children up to go out into this world. You don't need to build your child up off negativity. And then you bring your child out to negativity. They go into this world and it's even more negative. Okay? And then now they replaying that and they really don't feel like they nothing. This is a movie for us adults to learn from, to get our children when we need to get our children, to show our children that you could do whatever you want to do. If that makes you happy, son, if that makes you happy, daughter, do it. Do it. And I'm backing you 100%. No matter if I feel like it can happen any type of way, you never know what God, Yah, has set for this child. And you may not be able to open the door, but Yah can't open those doors for that person. Yah can't open up the doors for his child because he formed your child in your womb before your child was placed on this earth. You see how like that was all showing you that you have certain type of personalities. You have certain type of insecurities. You are more lenient to be on people. You are more so codependent. And then guess what? While you're going through that codependency, you are able to learn yourself and you are able to make yourself not codependent. So guess what? Check mark. You unchecked one of those 7 or 8 boxes that was sitting on your chest before you got to earth. You was able to check that. I was able to get over my childhood trauma. Check. I was able to get over my codependency behavior. Check. I was able to do what I really wanted to do in my life. Check. I was happy wherever I was at in my life. Check. Oh, I really wanted to have children. I had children. And if I wasn't able to have children, I adopted children. Check. Because no matter if you're unable to have children, there's all different children that's in adoption agencies that's waiting on women and men like you. You all have a purpose. Look at that. That was a purpose right there. Being able to save a life from whatever they could go through. So y'all, I'm here to say that you see how many different things that I got. That's not even all of it, okay? But I don't want to keep y'all this whole time, but I'm telling you, wherever you got from it, let me know because I'm definitely going to watch it again. Let me know what you got from it, and I can look at it even more from your point of view, your perspective. So you guys, I say watch that movie several times. Enjoy that movie, y'all. That movie is so great. Disney, you get the big thumbs up for real. Like 2 thumbs up. If I have 4, I will give you my toes, okay? I'm talking about great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And I feel like we all do appreciate it. One love, you guys. Peace, love, prosperity, poised energy. I'm out.